Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what's been going on with Bitcoin and the reasons why I'm bullish right now, and I've actually made some pretty tremendous buys in the past couple of days. And I'm going to go ahead and break all that down in today's video, but before we get to that, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow me on Threads and on X as well. So first, let's get to what Bitcoin has been up to lately. In the last 7 days, we've seen that Bitcoin has been down over 10%, which is pretty enormous. Ethereum down almost 10%, and BNB down over 10% as well. So the broader crypto space right now has been getting hit and getting hit hard. Now, one of the reasons why Bitcoin went down so dramatically today is because we had news that Evergrande, the Chinese property giant, has filed for bankruptcy in the US, and this is kind of providing more FUD and providing more fear, and now people are starting to think that there's going to be a collapse in the Chinese economy or a major blow up of their debt, and as a result, that's kind of infected the crypto markets by proxy. Now, another reason why we see is because the NASDAQ for the last month has been down and down about 7%. Now, Bitcoin doesn't exactly follow the NASDAQ, but it has a similar kind of correlation. NASDAQ has been getting absolutely killed over the last month, and so that's also led to some Bitcoin weakness as well. In fact, today we've seen a just massive number of liquidations. If we go ahead and take a look at our total liquidations for crypto, we can see that we're at $855 million worth of long liquidations that were hit today. And if we go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin by itself, we can see that it's at about $386 million worth of long liquidations. Now, folks, this is just about the biggest long liquidation day that I've seen in a long time. I mean, we have not seen anything quite like this since basically like November. And this kind of also leads into one of the reasons why I'm bullish, and that is because so much risk has been taken out of the market right now for Bitcoin. These longs entered in, they got blown up, and now there's not nearly as much over-leveraged longs currently in the market. So that's one reason why I'm bullish. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Bitcoin chart TA here, and I'm going to kind of juxtaposition this with my buys recently. So we have here is a daily of the Bitcoin chart here, basically from year to date. And so I've outlined my previous buys of this year. Now we can see here I had a buy down here at about the 9th or so of March, and that turned out to be very close to the bottom here. We had another buy over here at about June or so. Again, kind of very close here to the low. From here, it was about 25,600, and the low was about 25,000. And then we go lately to my buys in the past couple of days, and we can see that I actually put up 3 separate arrows here because I actually bought 3 separate times for Bitcoin in my long-term account. And I have continued to buy on all the way down because I am a long-term investor. I am not buying Bitcoin for the short term. Okay, always do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice, but I am a long-term investor, and I realize that the chances of going up at this point outweigh the risks of going back down again. And right now, I really like the risk reward for Bitcoin, so I have been stepping in with both feet. In fact, this has quite possibly been one of my most bullish buys of the year. I definitely think that I'm very close to that. So again, I want to go cover my buys here real quick. I had one here at 28,500. I had another one here at about 27,800. And then I had my last buy here at about 26,500. Now, these are pretty medium-sized positions for me. I am definitely willing to buy more as we get lower here. Now, as you can see, I've put on here the trend lines where I think the next strong support levels are going to be at, here at about 26,000, and then below that about 25,000. I'd be very, very, very surprised if we come under this level here, this 25,000 level. And this has become a very strong support region in the past where I've actually gone and I've bought, and Bitcoin has dipped down below back in June, and then it's had very strong resistance up here in March when it tried to go back up again. So I do think that we're actually at a very close here at a bottoming position with Bitcoin. And another reason why I'm bullish is because we go ahead and we take a look at our RSI here, and it is 19.9. That is absolutely insane, and that means that we are very strongly oversold currently. In fact, in order to find another time in which Bitcoin was this oversold on the daily, we have to go all the way back all the way back. In fact, we have to go back to June of 2022. It was actually at 22 at that time, so it's actually higher than it currently is right now. In fact, we'd have to go all the way back and continue to go back here. I don't think we can find any time that I can see. Okay, let's see. Right here, back in March of 2020, we've had a similar RSI oversold signal. March of 2020, near the bottom of that Bitcoin bear market here, we had a very similar amount of selling going on the daily. So in fact, that makes me even more bullish at this point, because I do feel like we have flushed out a lot of these longs in the system. We've flushed out a lot of fear in the system, and Bitcoin is priced in quite a bit. Right now, I'm actually feeling very comfortable at my position here, and I may be looking to add additionally from here on out. I think we're going to find a bottoming pattern, and I think we're going to wind up finding some sideways consolidation before our next move higher, and hopefully we will see Bitcoin come back up here at about 31,000 and then challenge that heavy resistance level right here. Now, again, I'm going to go over some of the reasons why I'm bullish, but it starts with the central fact that I'm a contrarian by nature. I like to buy when everybody else is selling and then sell when everybody else is buying. And if we go ahead and take a look at some additional indicators, you can see some things that I'm also very bullish on. In fact, if we go ahead and take a look at our Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, hold on, I'll get rid of this. Our Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, we're actually at about a 37 right now, which is fairly low for Bitcoin. We've seen in the past it's gone to 37 before, but I think that this is going to get updated very soon here. It says in about 3 hours, but we're going to wind up seeing it slip even closer here to extreme fear, because I definitely think that personally I would put this in extreme fear, considering Bitcoin is the most oversold now that it's been since March of 2020. Not to mention that, but if we go ahead and take a look at our Bitcoin NVT Golden Cross, which is something we've used to pick local bottoms and pick local tops in the past, when it comes down here into this green area right here, that's a signifier of it being close to a local bottom. And we've seen this indicator work a few times, most notably back here in June, when it dipped all the way down to this point here at about the 7th of June, and we saw the Bitcoin price bottom on the 13th of June after that point. So I do think that we're due here for a bounce, and according to the NVT Golden Cross, we are very near a local bottom. This is something I'm going to be paying attention to in the future. And then finally, if we take a look at our Bitcoin network data, and especially the hash rate, we can see here that the hash rate has actually hit a new all-time high. Now again, this is not what you would expect from a blockchain that's dying or that's going to be experiencing serious problems or serious trouble in the coming months. In fact, it looks incredibly strong, and miners continue to add more processing power to the Bitcoin blockchain, which I always see as a sign of strength and bullishness. Now, not only just that, but it was recently reported that Coinbase wins approval to offer crypto futures trading in the US, something that will directly benefit Bitcoin and other crypto and crypto in the space. Okay, so this is, again, very bullish. The fact that even though Coinbase is being sued by the SEC, now they can actually offer futures, Bitcoin and Ether futures, directly to US customers. Okay, this is, again, very bullish. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Ethereum. Ethereum has been also dumping pretty heavily. We've seen that it's come all the way down here past our levels of support, and now it's actually gone all the way down here to about 1540, which is pretty insane. If anybody caught this bottom here at 1540, I could give my hats off to you. Again, Ethereum is also very, very, very oversold right now. We can see in the RSI it's at 20, and quite frankly, it seems to have found a bottom or close to a bottom here at about 1547, which is normally a strong support for Ethereum and has been since the start of the year. Now, I came very close to buying Ethereum as well as Bitcoin. However, I'm trying to stack my Bitcoin a little bit more right now, and I will be considering adding some more Ethereum in the future, especially as if it moves below this level right here that I just outlined here, the 1643. If it moves below this level, I'd definitely be very interested in buying in this little region right here. But we should get a very strong bounce from Ethereum, from Bitcoin, over the next couple of days, over the next week or so, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are both incredibly oversold right now and have just been puking their guts out the entire past couple of days. That's not to mean, though, they can't go down a little bit further, but I do think that the risk to the upside is greater in this case, and the risk reward is better for longs. Again, just my opinion. Don't take this as fact. Do your own due diligence. Do your own financial research. And then there's one final thing I want to talk about, and that is the dollar index. Okay, this is another reason why I'm bullish for Bitcoin. The dollar index traditionally trades inversely to Bitcoin, and you can see here that ever since November, it's been on a downtrend, and every single time it's tried to break out of this downtrend, it's been solidly rejected. Right now, it is right at that rejection point, and I expect that this is going to hold, and the dollar index and the strength of the dollar is going to come down, and Bitcoin is going to be a beneficiary of this price action. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys have bought, or what you have bought, or if you plan on just staying on the sidelines for now. Definitely interested in hearing about that. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.